Hello everybody, welcome to another video, another week of me doing arty things. Painting some apples over here, so I figured I would film it whilst I have a bit of a chat with you guys. So this week I've got big plans actually. I've got a lot I want to do this week. Main thing I want to do this week is open up the commissions in my Etsy shop. I used to do pet portraits. I did quite a few. I did around 25 pet portraits last summer. And obviously I had to stop because I started uni. Now that I've got all this free time again, I decided why not open them up again. But I did this card for my mum for Mother's Day a while ago. And I'll plonk a picture up of it on screen right now. I just really like the way it turned out, and I think it would make quite a nice commission. So people can like customise it. So obviously I'll change out the people hugging to be, you know, obviously the person who's bought it, and then they can customise the background as well. Like, they don't have to have flowers, they could have all sorts. My cousin's wife actually commissioned me. She kind of gave me the idea because she rang me up and she saw the card I did for my mum, and she was like, I really like this, could I commission you to paint one of her husband, my cousin, for Father's Day, because it's his first Father's Day. So I need to do that this week. Yeah, but she gave me the idea to kind of open it up to the public. See if anyone would be interested. I'm not sure if anyone will be interested, but might as well try. And I'll also do the pet portraits as well, and hopefully people are still interested. My pet portraits were pretty popular back in the day when I first did them, so hopefully they're still popular now. On top of all that, I'm also doing a sale on my Etsy shop this week. I've got a 20% sale on all my prints, and that's going to go live at 6 o'clock today, so it's a big week for Etsy shop stuff. Right, I'm going to carry on painting these apples and I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, so like I said before, I'm working on this card for my cousin for Father's Day. His wife asked me to do it for her, obviously commissioned me to do it, and this is me getting on with it. Yeah, so I did a card like this a while ago for Mother's Day, and she liked it and she asked me to do one for her, and then I was thinking, you know what if other people want sort of things like this? So I've opened it up for commission on my Etsy shop, where I kind of do the similar thing. Everything will follow the same kind of two people hugging motif with just a simple background of whatever you want really, and obviously I'll switch out the people to make it look like you want it to be, like switch out hair, colours, clothing, if they have a beard, glasses and stuff like that, and then, you know, whatever you want written on it, and you don't have to have anything written on it. But yeah, that's the idea. I thought it's quite nice, because as much as I like doing the pet portraits, there's not much creative freedom. It's basically I just copy a picture and that's it. You know, I can't really put much of my creative stamp on it other than the background, but I don't know, the backgrounds are just basically just one colour with a few, I don't know, stars or rainbows or whatever. So I'm quite excited about this. I hope they're popular. Or not even popular, I hope just maybe a couple of people are interested, because I think it'll be really fun fun to do. And you know, you don't have to have them as a card, they can just be like a piece of art that you can just have up on your wall, I suppose. So yeah, if you're interested in like having your own personalised version of this piece of art, head over to my Etsy shop. Got a few spaces open for them there. But yeah, just doing it in watercolour. Not really much to say about it. I do it in watercolour, add a little bit of pencil over the top. Really cutesy sort of style. I first kind of discovered this style in my one of my uni projects. I just started drawing in this style and I thought, hold on, I quite like the way this looks. It's really simple, but I think it's cute. So yeah, that's that, done and dusted. Okay, so you've just seen me doing this, which I have finished. This is just for Instagram, to post on Instagram to let everyone know that I'm doing pet portraits again. I was going to post this today, but I decided to hold on and wait till tomorrow to post it because I already posted this today to let everyone know that the sale was happening. So I just didn't want to bombard everyone with stuff today, so I'll just wait till tomorrow to post this. And then I also redid the pictures that show up on the Etsy listings because I didn't really like my old ones. And then just a few more bits and bobs, so I've done this to show the different background options as well as just showing, you know, pet portraits that I've done in the past. So I've spent like the past half an hour setting up this Etsy listing because I had to change a few things. It was all getting a bit complicated setting up these side options, but this is what it looks like at the moment. I've only had it up for about an hour and I've not even promoted it and somehow I've managed to get 4 sales, which is a bit mad because I've not even posted to my Instagram that I'm doing these yet, so that's a bit crazy. So thank you very much for ordering. I've also upped my prices because last time they were just way too cheap, and for the amount of work I was putting into them, it was just nowhere near enough money. I was paying myself like £2 an hour. These take me around 6 to 8 hours, so I think the price is very reasonable considering the amount of time they take me. So yeah, I've set these up and I will post on my Instagram tomorrow to actually let people know that I'm doing them. And because I have posted about my Etsy sale, you can see there's a big 20% discount on everything. Well, not the pet portraits, I'm not doing them discounted, but everything else, there's a big 20% discount thing on it. Yeah, I've had quite a few orders which I need to get round to packing, so I'll do that now. I never actually said why I was doing a sale, so I'll say it now. I decided to do this because last month it was my 5-year YouTube anniversary and I completely forgot about it and I forgot to do anything for it. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do a nice little sale on my Etsy shop because, to be honest, it was very quiet. I hadn't had a sale for a while, so I thought it was about time to try and, I don't know, get a bit more, drum up some business. And what better to do that than a sale, and I kind of wanted to do a sale anyway because of my 5-year anniversary, so the stars aligned and that's what I decided to do. And the sale worked because I had orders flying in, which is nice because that hasn't happened for quite a while. I was saying to my mum it's best to sell prints at a slightly lower price and to just not sell them at all. So I'm hoping this drums up a bit of business and also celebrates 5 years on YouTube. And here's me having a very wet, rainy walk to the post office where I probably should have taken an umbrella. Oh, this is how I've been starting most of my mornings recently. I bought a Nintendo Switch Lite last week, and may I say, one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've been wanting one for ages, and I just finally decided, Emily, you know what? Just do it, just buy it, no point waiting. So I did, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't really, I'm a bit of a beginner, a bit of a novice with Animal Crossing, and I don't really have any friends with a Switch. So I might ask people on my Instagram if they want to become friends with me on Animal Crossing, so I can visit people's islands and stuff. I don't know, is there benefits to doing that? Can you get extra stuff? I'm not really sure what the point of doing that is, but it seems fun, so I might do that in the future. Who knows? Anyway, this is me doing my first pet portrait of since I last did them in last summer. So I was a little bit rusty. Well, I thought I was rusty, but then I started painting and I kind of just, what's that saying? It's like riding a bike, you never forget. I just started painting the dog and it all just came flying back to me how to do it, and I think this is one of the best pets I've ever painted, to be honest. This is up there with one of my favourites. Yeah, I opened up my pet portraits and then within a couple of hours all the slots were taken up, which is amazing. Thank you very much for all the interest. They're currently closed at the moment because I just want to get through this first batch. I've got 11 to get through, and then once I've got through them, which will probably take me about a week and a half, I will open up the pet portraits once more with a few more slots. So all the information about that will be on my Etsy shop, on my Instagram, if you want to get your hands on a pet portrait slot, because it appears that they go quite quickly, which is quite flattering, to be honest, because I remember when I first opened my pet portraits, I was terrified that I wouldn't have a single person interested, and then here I am now with them flying off the shelves. Hello again. Hiya. I would come in and just speak for a little bit because I haven't done that in a while actually. So what have I been up to? I have been editing this. Remember when I did this card at the beginning of this video? And I've actually got the Etsy listing up and running. So here it is. This is it in, oh wait no, how can I see it in, hold on, give me a second. Here we go. We've got this Etsy listing up and running. So I've got this as the main picture to show you what's going on, and then this is another example, and then here to show you that you can have it as a card or as just, like a flat piece of paper. And then I wrote the description, which, took a while to write because there's a lot to write for these sort of things. I've only put up a few at the moment because I'm not even sure if they'll even be popular, to be honest. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if anyone will even be interested, but I thought it was worth a go because, well, I think it's quite a nice idea. So I've done that. Now I'm about to start painting this lovely cat right here. I finished this yesterday. Of the dog. I still need to add the background, but I've decided I'm going to kind of do the backgrounds in batches, so I'll finish a few paintings and then add the backgrounds on all at once. It saves me just getting my paints in and out. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this cat finished today, and depending on how quickly I can do it, maybe start another one as well. I'm only filming little snippets of the pet portraits because they take a long time to do, and having the added faff of setting up the camera and all that is just, it's a lot to do, so I've just been filming little bits instead of like the entire process. Right, so here I go. I'm going to start working on this. Been a very watercolour heavy video, this one. I hadn't used watercolour in, a few months because I've been mainly doing collage. If you watch my past video, the 2 videos ago, you'll know that I've been doing loads of collage because I did it for my final piece for university, and also doing like colour pencil, oil pastels, and watercolour kind of got pushed to the side, and then all of a sudden I've just been slapped in the face by watercolour, and I've done it non-stop this week. Every day I've done a watercolour painting. Watercolour's up there with one of my favourite art supplies. It's just, you can mix whatever colour you want, and it's quite easy to mix like acrylics, it's a bit of a faff to mix colours because you've got to like get all the paint out of the tubes, but watercolour, it's all just there, ready to go. But yeah, so watercolours I think will always be one of my favourite art supplies, especially a good watercolour combined with coloured pencil. Now you're talking. I love that combination because you do the watercolour as a bit of an underpainting, and then you can just add the coloured pencils on top to like add the details and the vibrancy. So yeah, I like it. For these pet portraits, I've just been sticking mainly to watercolour though. I only add coloured pencil if I really need to, but I try to avoid it because I like to get all the details in with just the paint instead of the pencils. But occasionally you just need to add a bit of pencil, especially for like details like whiskers. There's no way I can paint them as thin with a paintbrush that I can get with a pencil. Just in case anybody is wondering, the watercolours I use are Winsor & Newton's Cotmans, I think. That rings a bell, the word Cotman. And the brushes I use, I don't really know what they are, they're just quite cheap. The ones you can just buy quite cheap in like Hobbycraft, them ones that come like separately that you can pick and mix from, if anyone understands what I'm talking about. The watercolour paper I use is just the CassArt's own brand of paper. It's one of the cheapest I could find, and it's really good quality. I think it's good quality because watercolour paper, it can get expensive. I mean, it's still quite expensive as far as paper goes, but as far as watercolour paper goes, it's on the cheaper end, so I like it. Here I am, doing something a bit different. I ran out of business cards, well, close to running out. I think I've got like 4 left, and I've been wanting to order some more, but I figured, seeing as I'm ordering more business cards, I order them in big packs. I could buy 250 at a time. I thought, if I'm going to buy 250 of a business card, why don't I redesign it to make it more what I'm doing at the moment. My old one was very pink, and I mean, I still like it, but I felt like it wasn't really representing my art anymore, so I decided to redesign it. And if you look at my YouTube banner, you might also notice a change, because I changed my YouTube banner to also match this new design of business card, and then I changed my Etsy banner as well. I'm just trying to make it match more in the style of just the art I'm doing now. I'm kind of moving away from pink. Obviously I still like pink, but I no longer use it as the main colour. I use it just as like an accent colour, and I've just really been getting into sort of like creams and beiges and browns, but then with nice bright pops of colour on top. That's what I'm into at the moment. So this is the front of the card which I'm designing now. Well, I don't know, front, back, it doesn't really matter I suppose. And then you can see the other side of the card as well, which is just nice simple flower, which I took directly from the transitions that I use for these videos, you know, where I have it swipe and then a flower comes up. I thought it was nice, simple, cute, very happy with them. Hello again. Since you've last seen me, I've painted 2 more pets. This little doggy here and a cat. So there you go. I didn't film any of it though because it kind of gets a bit repetitive. And then these 2, which you've already seen me painting. So what I'm going to do now is work on the backgrounds for them. All of these, the people ordered backgrounds as well because they're like an optional thing you can get. So when I do a background, I plan it all out on Photoshop first, just to give people a feel for what it would look like before I go and paint the finished thing, just in case, I don't know, they turn around and say, oh, hold on, I don't like that colour. I can just quickly change it. I don't know, I just like to do it to be sure that they like it before I do it on the final thing. So I've come up with all these little backgrounds. Obviously I asked them for like sort of colours that they like, or like a theme that they want. So for example, this cat, they wanted quite a magical theme. Their colour thing is a snitch from Harry Potter, so I went for colour purple because that's quite, I don't know, I guess it's a magical colour, and then like sparklies and stars. And yeah, and then I send the example to the person for their approval, and then once it's been approved I get to painting. Yeah, so I'm just gonna probably paint these 2 for you in this video, so I will do that now. Background time. Like I said before, do it in acrylics because, I don't know, it's just what I've always done. I just think acrylic gives quite a nice, just like solid block of colour, which is a bit more difficult to achieve with watercolour, and I just think it adds a nice pop from the watercolour. It makes the pet really stand out. That's my opinion. You can have whatever colour for the background. It's just a coincidence here that both of them are the same colour, and I just figured I might as well paint them at the both. And I figured I might as well paint them both at the same time because it saves me mixing the same colour twice. So cat and a dog, both in this kind of pinkish colour, and this is pretty much the end of the video. So thanks very much for sticking around and watching till the end. It means a lot, and if you're interested, the sale on my Etsy shop, it's got like a few days left, so yeah, if you still want to get in on that 20% discount, it'll be up for a few more days. Just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, hope you have a nice day. Thanks very much for watching. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you soon.